Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Matthew Foltz. Thanks for joining us here at 13 News at noon. Right now, we're following breaking news out of the Allen County Courthouse in the Delphi murders trial. Just a few hours ago, the special judge presiding over the case has now moved to push the trial's start date back to October. Our Samantha Johnson and Rich and I were in the courtroom for that announcement and had the latest.
Just 1 week before the expected start of Richard Allen's jury trial, we now have a new trial date, October 14th of this year through November 15th. And this comes after some concerns from the defense.
The defense said it was clear to them there was not going to be enough time to get their case presented in that 3-week May window. And so they asked the judge, could we have 15 days to present our case? And if we can't do that in May, we'll waive our right to a speedy trial for Richard Allen and give us the first date you can. And so the judge moved the trial back to October.
Back to October. And the defense wasn't saying today, hey, we aren't prepared. They were just asking the judge not to bookend this trial, not to put an end date on it. In fact, one of the attorneys for Richard Allen, he said today to the judge, I have never been involved in a court setting an end date to a trial. That's when the judge in this case replied, quote, that's a shocking reality, Mr. Rosie. And there was quite a bit of back and forth between the two today.
That contentious back and forth exchanges was all Bradley Rosie, the defense attorney, and Judge Francis Gold. And of course, we know the history of this case with the attorneys being reinstated by the Indiana Supreme Court. Judge Gold has accused them of being incompetent and sloppy in their defense of Richard Allen. And also today, we had a second request by the defense to have the judge remove herself from this case.
Yeah, to disqualify. And as for the prosecution, we obviously heard from Nick McLeland, too, the prosecutor in this case. He said, listen, the state has done everything it can to really condense this and to streamline this process. They claim now they're down to 40 to 45 witnesses for this trial, but still the prosecutor wasn't comfortable committing to a certain time frame. So now we go to October.
Another quote from Judge Gold is that if you can't try this case now in a month, there's something wrong, to which Bradley Rosie replied, you don't know anything about this case. And he said it a lot angrier than that.
Yes, and so we hope to learn more about this case. Even though trial has been pushed back, there are new hearings on the book, which is important to mention. We'll be back in Carroll County Court May 21st through May 23rd. That's to talk about some of the evidence issues that were supposed to be brought up today that we didn't even get to. So much more online. Of course, Rich will have more information coming up tonight, too, on 13 News. We'll see you then.
All right, thanks, guys. And we will have much more on these new developments on 13 News at 4. Our team is speaking with the legal analyst to break down what all of this means. That's ahead at 4 o'clock.